Good evening. Welcome to Division 5 comms at Zandvoort. You may recognise my voice, you may not. I don't really commentate Div 5 very often. I remember doing it, I think, at Portugal, maybe a couple other races. From what I remember, though, is Stars was pretty quick. Oh, I did China. Yeah, I remember China because it was just McLaren's just dominating the field, basically. But, yeah, I guess nothing's really changed since then, has it? I mean, is McLaren still dominating? Let's find out, shall we? Let's go straight on standings. We have, oh wow, McLaren dominating the championship there. Shock, not really. Well, let's go to Drivers' Championship then. And let's see if McLaren are dominating there as well. Oh, would you look at that? Stars is first. Well, and over almost 100 points in front. What the hell has happened? How are you lot so far behind Stars? 80 points is Immortal behind. You weren't that far away last time I checked. 7 points behind that is Days. Days is quick. He's got Aaron 1 point behind him, though. And also Biscuit is up there. He's also doing himself some good in the Alpine. Yeah, Aaron and James are both on the same amount of points. Thor is also up there. Then it's Mando. And then it's people I don't even recognise. So they've done well. Oh, Britt has left the session. Oh dear. We seem to be doing short qualifying. Is that right? Are we meant to be doing short qualifying? Oh, don't tell me it's a sprint weekend, is it? Am I back for a sprint? That would be really harsh if I'm doing solo comms on a sprint. It doesn't say it's a sprint, so why are we doing a sprint? In fact, on the list I'm looking at, it doesn't even say Zandvoort, does it? Oh, Netherlands. Oh, right, we're calling it Netherlands. Well, either way, it wasn't meant to be a sprint. It was meant to be full. Unless it is full qualifying and I'm being a numpty. Oh, it does say Q1. Well, I'm just being a numpty. Well, come on, I'm back. That's how you know it's me. It caught me out with the fact we only had 17. That's what got me. Anyway, Liam is the first car. No, not the first car at all. Oh, I'm not with it. Okay, give me like 25 minutes to get myself back into comms. James is the first car out on track. Hello, Mr. Slicks. You're currently enjoying some terrible commentary. But, yeah. It will improve, I say. Praying. I can't really promise anything, to be honest. It could get better, it could get worse. Yellow flag already. We have a Mercedes off at the fast right. I believe with the motive in the pits that Mercedes was Aaron. Has Aaron got damage? He does indeed. So Aaron's had a bad outlap. To be honest, this track is hard and ridiculously hard to be quick at. All these different curves and all these horrible suspension changes. You name it. This track is up there for one of the hardest on the calendars. My voice is not back yet. That will come also, I'm sure. I mean, I haven't really talked much today. Oh, we've had another one leave the session. To be honest, this game is shocking when it comes to keeping people in sessions, either through people's own Wi-Fi or just the fact that it's just shocking in general. We've had DC80 leave, and now we've had the other guy just leave. I haven't heard of Vola before. I think Vola's new to me. Grave Digger's another one which maybe I commentated on, maybe not. We have a spun Ferrari. It must be Slicks. Oh, Slicks, you're well and truly in the wall, lad. Hey, you're not meant to be doing that. That's not the fastest way around this track. I mean, I already said it was treacherous, but, you know. That's another outlap crash, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So, clearly cold tyres, maybe pushing too hard. So, that's two cars already having moments. Which is unusual for Div 5. I thought Div 5 was nice and clean, but I guess not. James is still flying through the fast left-hander. He's got the Aston Martin coming up. Maybe going to give him a tow. No, pulls off the left-hand side. We're not giving any toes out then, are we? That didn't sound right. I meant toes, yeah. I don't know why in my head I just thought the other toes. That made it really uncomfortable. Right, the two Astons behind. One is on a lap, or I believe that Dark was on a lap. Do the final corner for James then. Into DRS excavation point, coming towards the line. And to line, it's a 1:13.4 for your first lap. That is not bad, I think. I really don't know. I can't help with the times. 13.2 from Dark, instantly beaten by Vola. Or Vola. Or I don't know. Probably great, like, taking the little bit of time out and then coming back. Because I don't know what people's names are, what people have been calling them all seasons. So I'm going to get a lot of people's names wrong. Biscuit's just done a 12.4. Days has now gone second with a 13.0, but a 12.4 is seriously quick. But then I suppose there's only 2 cars going out. How much do you want to push? Star's currently on track at the minute through the third sector at the minute. We've got a car off with the right-hander, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe just getting out of the way. Star's then through the final corner. Has quite a stable car. As Manu does a 12.3. Star's to line. Can he beat it? No, he can't. He only does a 12.7. Shock. Emotive's on lap. Interesting. Very nice helmet actually to go to the Mercedes car. Over the bumps and the curbs. Through the double right. This is where IRL drivers, well, real life drivers, shall I say, have big crashes through there. All you have to do is clip the grass and that's it. Local yellow flags. I'm guessing someone's just getting out of the way again. Could be anything. I think Rogue's asking to race, so he's coming. Well, he's got 13 minutes in, well, I was going to say the second part, but then again we get local yellows again. Motor Z into penultimate corner. Does it nicely into the final one. We got loads of slow vehicles in sector 2. Coming towards the line then for Motive. Can this be a 12? Or is this a 13? It's a 13.5. P11 for Emotive at the moment. As the build-up is happening at the minute. Daniel goes P4. So we got people in the danger zone, such as Aaron just starting a lap. He's already been in them all once, is Aaron. Oh, got the car off at turn 1. I believe just get out of the way, but maybe a bit more than that. Through turn 2 into the tricky turn 3. Into turn 4 for Aaron. Just going with a white, purpley helmet out of turn 4. Gets a nice exit drive as well. Through the fast right into the fast left. Flying the car. Also, you see drivers have big crashes there in real life as well, which doesn't really make sense, because on the game it doesn't like much record it, and I suspect in real life it doesn't like much record it, but then again, people are pushing to the absolute limits. The fast right, well, slowish right, second gear is being chosen by Aaron. I think I would normally keep that in 4th. But of course, it's all down to personal preference. If you're running traction control, if you're not running traction control, if you're running ABS, not running ABS. It all adds up. Weirdly. Aaron then into the right-hander, into the left. Another spot for action. In real life, as Emotive has binned it. Penultimate corner. We're going to see a crashed car here on the right of the Mercedes driver. Has done exactly what Slicks did. So that is one driver already out. Slicks hopefully isn't going to follow that. Gets through there nicely this time round. Learns from the mistakes. But for Motive, that is qualifying one out and done with. The rest of them have to be a 13.5, otherwise we're going to have 3 cars out of the session. That includes this man being dabbing, currently on a lap, going towards the end of it. Can he beat a 14.2? Can he beat a 13.5? Does beat the 13, well, he gets a 13.5, but beats Motive's lap time by literally 0.06 of a second. Who just jumped up? What? What? Wait, Slicks is out. Oh my god, what are you lot doing? Oh dearie. Oh my word, that car just got close to that. That was dabbing. Did he get a 5th place or did he get lucky? He may have got away with that one, but Jesus, dabbing, taking some serious risk getting that close to the crashed car. We've seen plenty of penalties given out by the game in that situation. Right, Aaron. I don't know why I'm still spectating you. You're not on a lap, I don't believe. I know Dark is. We'll skip to Dark. A shame for the Ferrari driver with a 13.0. Probably would have got himself safely through as well. Which means also we probably are likely going to have, at this rate, 4 cars not coming through this session. Mando's retired. He's happy with his 12.3, but to be honest, you're very safe at that point. I mean, if you're beating the 2 drivers, you're safe. So anyone in the 12s can retire. That is including, actually, Days. Thor can't, but I suspect Thor is safe. It'd be Vola onwards, really, that may be put under pressure. But even Vola gets beaten, that would be an interesting one. Controller disconnected, says Slicks. That could just be excuses for all I know. Very interesting line by Dark, completely off the track. Didn't get invalidated though. Coming towards the line in the Aston Martin. He's going to do a 112.5. Puts himself safely through into the next session. Raikkonen is pitting as well. I don't believe anyone is on a lap, except for maybe Thor about to start one. But he's still got quite a bit of the track to go. Oh, I missed out on DC80. I apologise. Over the curbs. To left-handed, the Aston Martin of Dark gets out the way nicely. and is now going to be following DC80, putting DC80 under pressure, I guess. Maybe that's his plan. Purple sector apparently for DC80. Of course, we don't know that, if that is the case or not, at this due moment in time. Little bit of an apex mix there, but he's not really touching the curbs, but then you don't really need to risk it. You only got to beat a 13-0 to be safely through. And that is, you know, if everyone else can beat a 13-0, which is a very respectful time. It's a shame for Motive, though. I mean, I don't know if she would have got through in the end on that lap time, but I suspect she probably had a little bit more pace than her. 12.3, I think I can get 2 to 3 tenths, says Mando. Unity, I am not dabbing. We've been through this. We refuse to do that. So a few more people retiring, including Volo, which I said possibly wasn't safe, but I guess feels like he is safe. It depends what these drivers can do. DC80 set a lap time, but it was only a 13.9. He's got a lot of work to do in the Alfa Romeo. Got a lot of pace to gain. Don't forget the possible Rogue joining. Could put you in danger, Mr. Dabbing, if Rogue can join. But he might just be joining for the race. I don't know when he's joining. At the minute, he's still got time to join, so he could just be rushing home from work or something. Gotta like the sound of these cars. Well, it's not as nice as bikes, in my opinion. You just got the scream, but it is still something. It's enjoyable. It's a car on track. What can't you not like about it? And it's an Alpine. I mean, he could be going for a lap, I suppose, and he's not. Who is on track who could be setting a lap soonish? Aaron? He's in the danger zone as well. So Aaron in P16 currently on a 13.8 needs to be a 13... Well, definitely needs to be a 13.5, but ideally needs to gain a bit more than that in the Mercedes car. Already started to ERS. I don't know why he's put the ERS on so early. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. Slowly gaining it back up, but won't be reaching it to 100 before starting his lap. So we'll see if that costs him anything. Probably won't. On to the start and finish straight then. To start Aaron's, well, flying lap. Of course, we're quite a relaxed stream tonight because I've been out of this for a long time, but also the fact that it's only Q1. If you're screaming your head off through Q1, then you're not going to make it through the rest of it, especially if you're solo like me. So we're going to keep this nice and relaxed to begin with, maybe a little bit like a podcast. Oh, Rogue was asking for an invite. Let's get Rogue in, shall we? Sorry for pausing it. Oh god, I'm now looking at games. I didn't mean to do that. Right, find someone. There we go. It's like T something. YR Rogue? Is that it? Is it TWI Rogue? I know you're Rogue somewhere, but I don't know where. Anyone know if it's TRY or TYR? Oh, there's no results for TYR, so maybe it's TRY. TRY doesn't look right either. What's his name? TYG. Oh, I didn't even have a goddamn R. I was so close and yet so far. There we go. I found him now. Hopefully. Hopefully that's the right Rogue. If not, we just invited a random Rogue to the party. He may go Rogue. As Aaron goes P7, puts himself nice and safely through into qualifying 2. As long as he doesn't bin the car now. DC80 going back out on track in the Alfa Romeo. Does have a lot to do in this session. I haven't seen him join. Well, let's just message Rogue. He's got 5 minutes to try and join the session as DC80 is all over the grass there. Using up the track in a bit more. Right, why am I being spammed? Who is spamming me? Oh, it's you. What do you want? Oh, you want... Oh, okay. Well, I'm not giving you that, I'm afraid. Mando's saying max 12 flat. Well, to be honest, I expect 11s tonight. You can definitely gain more than 3.5 tenths. Even if you think you can't, you definitely can. Anyway. We go for a full lap with it, Mr. Brit. DC80 in other words. into the final corner where he's going to be trying to keep the steering wheel smooth, but very much doesn't. Reminds me of Michael's that actually with the steering wheel. Got to get him back at some point. However, going into turn 1, don't want to touch that inside curb, gets it very neatly done. Oh, loses very slightly on the exit. Continues the lap though, through the fast right. This is where you need a stable car, is through this fast left. Because you've got to get the good exit, and he does do so. The revs were a little bit too high there for my liking personally, but he keeps it going. Through the fast left, through the fast right. Down gear. 1 gear? Yeah, only down 1 gear. Through the fast right. This is where precision and stability is everything. Down 2 more gears to go through this one. It goes down to gear 3. Yeah, keeps in gear 3. Power on. Into the tricky left. This is where you can't touch this curb either because it will just spin you. But gets away with it nicely. Onto the exit. Clips the grass. Just a couple more corners to go in this lap time. Braking the state as you're there. Through the left-hander. Over the bumps. I can't think of it. I can't think of the word. God damn it. Put out a corner. Into the final corner then for DC80. Not the quickest of laps. I think he's got a little bit he can improve on, especially with the steering. That will cost him a lot of time, and it's only going to be a 14-0, so yeah, no improvement. Rogue is on track, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. He's made it, but with doing so, he's on 40% ERS right now. He must have accidentally left that on his outlap. So, Rogue is gonna be interesting. Oh, and he almost lost the car immediately. Oh, Rogue, please get through this. You've only been here for like 4 seconds. Don't bin it. Through the fast left, through the fast right. I don't know why Dark hasn't retired. I don't know why James is still here. Aaron and Dave should both retire. They're both completely safe. Oh, Aaron was 100%. Oh, he's got a spun car there of DC80. I guess DC80 was pushing to go again and just lost the car through that right-hander. Easy done. Rogue's seen that. Maybe put him off a little bit. He's still going, I believe. I think he may have turned his ERS off, actually, as Rogue. Not sure. We'll find out what lap time he can do here. I suspect he's turned his ERS off because it has stopped going down. But nonetheless, he's still out on the track. Still going for the lap time. Maybe he doesn't want to use too much ERS on his actual lap. Not to give away his pace or anything like that. To the line, it's P10 on 31. Rogue is safe. But yeah, Daze is completely safe now, so I don't know why he's not retired. Rogue should 100% retire. Waller's in the danger zone, depending on how it goes with the other people. Other drivers. One that isn't safe is Dabbing. He is currently on the lap right now, but this and this next run are the final lap times he can do here to get himself into qualifying too. So for Dabbing, the pressure is on here. He's got 1 more corner to go, and he's got to be up on his lap time by at least half a second. Going towards the line. Oh wow, Dabbing is safe. Rogue's still on track. DC80 is still circling. But I believe he's made a mistake, so I don't think DC80 is going again. Raikkonen is in the danger zone. This is going to put Liam in a danger zone if Raikkonen can do it. So it's Raikkonen versus Liam right now. I don't know why the other two have risked this. Liam and Gravedigger both. Well, Gravedigger only risked it if Liam went out. Liam didn't go out, so Liam's risking this really. Do the fast right from Raikkonen over the curbs. Needs to beat his lap time by 200ths of a second. And has he got what it takes? Gravedigger retired from the session, realising he is completely safe now. It is Liam versus Raikkonen. Raikkonen's lost the car. And that is Raikkonen out of qualifying 1. Along with a lot of other drivers here. Both still going. I don't know, maybe just trying to get some practice in. The other one's still on track. It's Dabbing, but Dabbing is going to be entering the pits. No, Dabbing stays out on track. It's, oh, Rogue spun it. Oh dear. Well, I definitely didn't miss that. And then definitely no improvement from Raikkonen as he comes into the pits as well. But a tricky Q1 session for most of the drivers. I mean, 15 onwards are not going to be making this, so including 15th. So BRL after his controller disconnected, Raikkonen after a massive slide, Emotive binning it early on, and DC80 just not quick enough with the lap times. It happens. That's racing. You love it or you hate it. Or you just hate it in general. That could be a thing. So then, Rogue, just got to get you to the pit lane, I suppose. Start and finish straight. It should have only used up one set of tyres as well. So for Rogue, this is looking like not a bad session. Right, well, what are you doing a practice start, are you? Well, that is an appalling practice start. That's better. But still. I don't know if you're allowed to practice starts. It's illegal in real life F1 to do it where he did it, at the pit entry. But, you know, it's Rogue, ladies and gentlemen. And he went Rogue. So Mando tops your qualifying one session with a 12.3. Wee Biscuits second place with a 12.4. Dark 12.5. James also with a 12.5. Half a tenth back. And then Stars a further 2/10 back in P5. P6 is Daniel 1/10 behind. Only just ahead of Daniel by literally 0.005 of a second. So Daniel and oh bloody hell! I need to get used to this. You two are very close, Mr. Aaron and Daniel. But yeah, as you can see, we are saying goodbye to these following four drivers. To both the Ferraris. Disappointing for them, and I believe the only Alfa Romeo as well. So, one Mercedes is the only other teammate not to be knocked out of the session. Otherwise, that's it for those manufacturers. Liam, very much in the danger zone there. Needs to be a little bit less careful next time, because Raikkonen could have improved and Liam wouldn't be making it through to Q2. Rogue then a full 0.8 off the quickest lap time. In fact, both Red Bulls in the 0.8, very close to each other. Rogue obviously doing it at the end of the session, making a big difference towards that. But yeah, relatively close field. You got less than a second separating the top 10. This is what you want to see, really. As we move on to qualifying 2. This is where things get a little bit more hectic, a little bit more scary, a little bit more dangerous. Oh, I've been messaged by Rogue. Oh, he used some very bad language while messaging that. He put something I cannot say through my guidelines. But he put something off, which you can probably guess. I'm Rogue. So I don't know what the I'm Rogue was meant to mean, but the other one was an interesting one. I think never to message Rogue again is basically the impression I got from that. Now, qualifying 2 in the dry. It looks very overcast, cloudy though, so we could see a lot more happen in this session. Medium compounded tyre for Dark. Maybe just seeing what the delta's like. Maybe it is actually going to go out on track on mediums. One thing I haven't done yet was check the lobbing settings, and I was told to do this by Muddy Biscuit, so we're going to have a look now. Also, while Unity was sort of in the chat, I don't really know if he's still there. But as you can see, the lobby settings are as follow. Full quali. I didn't even realise days left. That's all right. Approximate, realistic, dynamic. Looks like everything is correct from what I remember. Let's find out. This is the bit that people usually mess up on. But actually, they have nailed the settings for once. I am very proud to see that. I think they nailed it. I mean, obviously, if Unity was watching, he would tell me otherwise and be like, nope, not happy. Oh, he put love you really. Oh, that's so sweet, Rogue. I love you too. But you are not very nice to me. Just block you instantly. Anyway. Once again, James is the first car out on track. This time round, it's being chased by both McLarens. In fact, Mando's the first one of the two. It'll be interesting to see if Mando backs off the back of the Haas, or if he wants to just follow the Haas closely on it. I mean, when I was league racing for my first season, I just followed cars around, which worked half the time, and half the time you got this thing called dirty air, which meant that you ended up in a wall. Or driver talent is the other one that I call it. But no, I'm calling it dirty. Yeah, that definitely makes more sense. James is flying through the final couple of corners as Days has re-left the session again, so hopefully he can rejoin. Liam's not happy with this game. I don't know why. I think Liam may have disconnected or something. That's the only thing I can see wrong with what Liam's on about. He's still in the pits. James's first sector split then. We're going to find out in a couple seconds. Over the rise, the crest. There's a lot of different changes in this track. 25.4. Can Mando beat that? Oh, Mando backed off. Why have you backed off then? What did you do on your lap time? Oh, don't block. Oh dear, that could have got a bit close. It's only one line through there. You can't normally get many people going through that section. What's Dark doing on his mediums? 25 something, so he's a little bit off the pace. And is slowly being caught by the other Haas driver of Daniel, who I have known for a very long time now, actually. Right, where have you gone, James? There you are. Through the first corner, into the final one. Over the curves nicely. Clear track behind him, clear track in front. Over the DRS, going towards line. The first qualifying lap of qualifying 2 is going to be a 1:12.7, which is kind of the pace you expect, actually, jumping through sections, as I believe there was a mistake there from Dark on his mediums. Starts at a 12.6. Next car along was Daniel with a 12.9. Mano did a 22. Rogue did a 12.1. It wasn't Rogue that's struggling out there then. It was Dark who did make that mistake. Who just jumped to there? Volo's done a 13.6. Biscuits just did a 12.2. The standout lap time is the low 12 by Rogue at the moment. Dabbing squad is the car I'm coming on board with though. Through the final corner, he's got Aston Martin struggling in front of him. Got Gravedigger towards that line. Gravedigger goes last of the current lap time set from Mando, and Dabbing goes P7. So lap times are coming in quick and fast. Towards the line for Aaron then. He did a 12.5, 3/10 off the likes of Biscuit. But yeah, Rogue, what a lap time that is for your first one. I mean, after putting in a wall after Q1, he's starting to redeem his pace, shall we say. We have, however, had a spin of the Haas driver of Daniel, which, once again, probably tricky curb. I mean, that curb is a nightmare. Oh, please don't tell me that was an internet lag. I'm begging, I'm praying. Mando's at 12.1. What is going on here? This is a car park. And it's turning into a bigger car park with the fact that someone's on a lap there. Or possibly on a lap, maybe not. Of Dabbling, who's being chased by an Aston. I mean, Gravedigger is right behind him. Through the bottom corner, Gravedigger is struggling, I'd say, actually. Once again, not with the smooth steering. That is going to catch a lot of drivers out. The fact you've got not very smooth steering just means you risk the car crashing more. Rogue stayed out. I don't know why Rogue stayed out, but Rogue stayed out on track. Biscuit! Biscuit, where are you going? Oh, Biscuit. You're probably safe on your 12.2 as well. That was a bit of a mistake. Oh, Rogue! Well, that's 2 off now in literally 10 seconds that we're watching. I think it's starting to rain. So this could be the end of qualifying here, actually, in Q2. Oh, Rogue. Well, I know you've got overheated tyres, but you didn't need to do that. With the fact that it's now raining, the people who've disconnected and can't rejoin, i.e. Days, he's now going to be completely and utterly screwed, because he will not be able to get himself into qualifying 3. The track's no longer at its best, or won't be when he joins, so he's going to be struggling. Same for Liam. Liam's in the same position right now. He needs to make this lap time count. However, Liam's in a little bit of a better position with the fact that he's still on track. And it won't be too wet immediately. So for Liam, it's now or never. It needs to be a 13.6 to get himself through safely. DRS is still unable. It is starting to belter it down in this weather. And he's still do enough. Thor has given up on his lap time, with 12.6 being good enough. Through this positive corner for Liam, pushing the car. Oh, Days has quit already. Oh, you could have at least tried to set a lap time, Days. It may have led to no avail, but 13.9, 3/10 off. Liam's been gutted. The other one who's not currently doing so well is Dark. Both of these drivers need to improve, and they're just not going to be able to do it, I don't believe. As they say that, Dark's just got into top 10 on the medium compound tyre. Fair play. Which now puts Vala, or Vola. I prefer Vala personally because it's the name of the game, I remember that. But Vola, that's an interesting one. Currently out on track in the danger zone as well. Gravedigger's back out on track as well. Hi Ethan. Mando just explaining his struggles there. But to be honest, he's at the minute topping the session, beating Rogue's lap time by less than 400ths of a second, so he is doing very well. But the pressure is on Valor versus Dark versus Dabbing. I feel like Dage, you shouldn't have quit this early on because, you know, although it's raining, it's not actually rained hard enough yet to make a big difference. First one across the line is Liam. Can Liam improve? Oh, Liam's 1.3 seconds off. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this has made a big difference. Ultimate corner for Vola. Or Vola. Is he coming into the pits? Is he staying out? He stays out on track. Coming to line. Can he improve? He goes P9. Pushes Dark, who did a good drive to put himself back into the challenge, but sadly wasn't good enough because, yeah, Vola's decided to put a mark on that. Puts himself P9. Into the DRS activation point for the Aston Martin. I'm surprised this rain hasn't really affected anything. Usually at Sandville, when it starts to rain, it really does rain. But we're not at that stage yet. We might get to that stage on Q3. But here comes Gravedigger to line, puts herself safe as well. Puts Dabbing out of the session. I'm really shocked by this weather. I was really expecting it to have made a difference, and it hasn't made any difference at all. Seeing that, Dark's just gone out on track. But I think he may have left this a bit too late. Is it still looking okay out there? I mean, it's no matter what it looks like, I suppose. It's how it feels. Daniel's on track, currently on a lap. He is one and a bit tensed down. He's realised that actually there is still pace on the circuit and he could be in the danger zone soon enough. Daniel's going to try and put a mark out there. I'm alright, how are you, Ethan? And you atted me during the night, so I atted you back. And then asked you how you were. So I'm a good person, really. Also corner for Daniel into the final one. Looking at the grandstand on the right hand side. People getting a lovely view of looking at a car for less than 2 seconds. Daniel P8, number 12.8, does improve, which can be crucial for later. Every 10th counts. But saying that, doesn't really for Daniel, that will be safe. The only one which could be a problem here is Vola versus Dark. Dark needs to gain 4/10 here, and he's currently on lap on those softs. Has he got 4/10 on a slippery track? We're going to find out through the fast right into the tricky left-hander. This is where you have to be cautious on the throttle, especially in these conditions. Gets through it nicely. We've got a car off. I believe it's Daniel. Maybe conditions are changing every second. Could be grip one lap, no grip the next. Through the double right then, misses the apex slightly. Doesn't want to touch the curbs anymore, or the white line for that matter. Through the left, clipping the curb. There was Dark. He told you not to touch that curb, but he touched it anyway. He's less than a 10th up. He needs to gain a bit more than this. But, at the minute, that could be good enough to jump Dabbing. through the bottom corner is the final corner. Absolutely flying in the Aston Martin. Towards the line, is it quicker than a 1:13.1? It is not. He only beats that to my 3,000th of a second in the end. So maybe the track conditions weren't quite up there just yet. Which is going to pretty much end qualifying 2, I believe. No one else is going to go back out on track here. There's no point if you're already safe. The only one who needs to risk a bit more is this guy. And this guy's just finished off a lap, so if the fuel light comes on, you know he's definitely done. He's pushing again, though, with the fact he's got no ERS and 8 tenths down. Says it all, really. So we just got to wait for him to finish his lap time. Then there's 2 people retire from the session. Interesting helmet design as well. Stars is also now retired, so there's only 2 drivers left out on track now. You got Mando on a 12.1 who was safe, and it is Dark on a 13.5. Also, I don't think Dark has enough time to piss and come back out on track, so Mando's now retired as well. Unless Dark stays out, which he doesn't, that was going to be the end of the session. Sad for Dark as well. He was doing alright there, but risked it at the end and it didn't quite pay off. At least you can't get fired. Oh, it's got a new subscriber on my YouTube as well. You'd love to see it. Yeah, I'm getting a hell of a lot actually, which is good. And someone else just commented on one of my videos, which you also love to see. Like, let's just scroll down before we get too distracted. Less than a tenth separate your top 2, 10.5 separate your top 3, and then 2 tenths following your top 4. After that, Days is the only one who didn't set a lap time in the end. Don't know why he decided not to set a lap time, but you know, some people do, some people don't. As for now, we move into the build-up of qualifying 3. Also, this is the latest that I've stayed up since waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So, if I'm getting tired towards the end of this stream, do not be surprised. I will be going straight to bed after this. We got intermediate lap times here. Maybe Days thought, oh, actually, if it's raining, I don't even want to do Q3. I wonder what the race is like. It could be dry, it could be wet. But right now, that is the conditions. I'm going to quickly change this music song to something I want. Something that's going to boost my ego slightly. Trying to keep myself awake by listening to tunes. You know how it is. Got a new playlist to listen to, actually. Can't really explain what the playlist is. It's just a playlist of old songs from like the 80s, 90s, 2000s. I believe you've got the old 70s, maybe 60s in here as well. But we'll find out what these intermediate conditions are like for these drivers. James, once again, the first driver out every time in qualifying. So far, James is the first car out. You don't want to be the first car in the wet, though. No matter how much practice you put in that wet conditions, you don't want to be first. Just like real life conditions. Because as you can tell, there is no racing line for James right now. And if you were to skip back to the last car on the track right now, there would probably be half a racing line, which helps. Interesting line there by the McLaren driver. It's not Mando pestering James again, is it? Oh, it definitely is. I mean, it's either him or Stars, and both of them are just as bad. It's each other on that level. Right then, let's get this qualifying 3 session underway. Biscuit has just left the session, so his qualifying 3 is not starting very well, and he's one of the quick ones. Through the final corner for Mr. James. Tim has just come online, so maybe Tim is going to come join. We'll see. Someone just added me on Snapchat. Nice. Here comes James then into turn 1. Don't even know who that was who just added me, but yeah, usually you have to request, but that wasn't even a request. That was just, it came up saying added. Nice. Unless I got an auto add thing on my Snap, in which case, yeah, feel free just to add my account, I guess. Then through the fast left, into the fast right, over the curb. Yep, over the curb. Tricky right-hander, clipping the curb again. Gotta be careful with those painted lines. They are a bit of a nightmare if you get it wrong. Through the double right. See what, James's car looks good here. I mean, it's maybe not be the quickest, but it looks like one of the smoother of the cars out there on track. Whereas we heard that Mando had a slide earlier. We've seen a couple of other people spin, including Biscuit, who just disconnected. That Rogue also. I don't know how Rogue's going to be feeling in these conditions. He was very quick in the dry, but in the wet it's a bit of a different story. Now, this is why we've seen drivers having trouble all weekend so far, is this double right. They either spin it on the first part, or they spin it on this bit. You don't want to spin it on this bit, or get so close to the wall, James. He's done an 18.4. Don't know how quick that is. We got told how quick the wet times were. We didn't, the dry times. We didn't get told about the wet. Rogue to line 19.1 clearly doesn't have the same amount of pace as he did earlier. In fact, a lot of people struggling now in these inters than they were earlier. Who are our wet weather specialists? Is Gravedigger one of our wet weather drivers? Daniel certainly isn't. That's a long way off the pace of Daniel. And Dick Grave does a 19.6 as well. Rogue up to. He's pushing again. He's 3.5 tenths down. All over the curve. Lucky not to invalidate actually for Rogue. So let's go on board with Aaron then. Why am I listening to Who Let the Dogs Out? What is this playlist turning into? This ain't a good song, in my opinion. I mean, it could be worse. We're listening to Barbie Girl, I suppose. But still, we've got a car off here on the left. It's Daniel. I've done that before, Daniel. I did it in an F2 car. Didn't know you could spin around in a Formula 1 car, but here we are. Although saying that, Barbie Girl is great if you put it on speaker down the town or something. The amount of looks and the amount of people who end up start singing to it is great. And even if you've never heard the song before, you just instantly know all the lyrics. It makes no sense. Double right for Aaron then. Gets a good exit, taking curb as well. The final corner, comes out the other side, a little bit slippery. Towards the line, it's going to be a 1.19.0. Puts himself top 3. Would you look at that? The game is quite literally the worst I've ever played. Days, you don't sound very happy there. But remember, you've still got a race to do. There you go. That was the line. Definitely the line I was going for. And you're still fighting for a good championship here, Days. Even if you're not winning the championship and going for second, you've got P3 on the line. Very tight battle there. Don't give up on that. I know that you're bit worried about those who are a little bit faster in places, but you won't be P3 right now if they were a hell of a lot faster, so you have still got things to play for. Oh, Valor, what is that? That's in the wall on the final corner. I've not seen anyone hit that wall yet, but James got close. Biscuit's now rejoined with just 5 minutes and 44 seconds left to go on the clock. Bad news for Biscuit is the fact that everyone else has now set a lap time. Everyone knows what the conditions is. Biscuit's not going to have the same kind of feeling now. Aaron's pitting. Anyone restarting a lap soon? Daniel, maybe? Is he finishing a lap time off? Maybe starting one? Pitting? What are you doing, Daniel? You're staying out. Is that to finish something? You've just done a 20.3. Stays P9. I don't think Daniel's liking these conditions at all. What does Stars that needs to do to win the championship tonight? Oh, I have no idea. I didn't even think he could win the championship tonight, but maybe he can. P3 is a great position to be in overall, says Millsy, and I absolutely agree. So come on, Days, get yourself back together. Oh, Daniel, jeez, that is not a place you want to be having a tank slapper in. In fact, out of all the places you could, that is the worst one for it. Oh, Daniel. Well, those tyres definitely overheated. I'm going to assume from the first slide. People just starting their next flying laps, including Stars in the McLaren, your championship leader, could possibly win the championship, apparently. But the fact that Immortal's not racing, I believe it's already his, actually. Just putting that out there. Which is a shame. You don't want to see championships decided by the fact that your rival doesn't turn up, but you know. We all go racing, we all have that problem at some point. And Stars has been in this championship long enough, he goddamn deserves something good out of league racing. Oh, Biscuit's left again! God damn it, Biscuit. Over the curve to Star then, through the final corner. Towards the line, is it going to be a 1 at 18? An 18.3. Goes provisional pole at the moment, but that could get beaten. We got a car off. I believe it's Biscuit's AI. Just what is happening? Please be a ghosted car. Don't be an actual. Oh my god, this is an actual car on the track. He's been disqualified now, and I'm not surprised if someone clips him or something. That is right on the line. Stars backs off. If anyone doesn't realise there's a car there, Road's got the car moving now. What the hell is going on? They've got a car off the left-hand side, clipping boards, just chucked a bunch of stuff into Mando. I think Mando wanted that, but he's got that now, and Biscuit has been disqualified. And now his car is being a problem, and a massive problem at that. Hopefully the car disappears before James gets there. If not, James has got a car to deal with. I believe the AI has now disappeared. But no idea. It was shown, didn't even show disappear on the map. It hasn't disappeared. Oh god. This could be a bit of a problem with the fact we've got a car going round and round and round, and it's disqualified, and it's an AI, and we've got people wanting to start their final laps. I don't even know. Right, we want to stay focused on the people setting lap times. At the same time, we need to keep an eye on the AI car. Next one approaching that was Aaron, so we want to see if Aaron gets blocked by it, because if he does, that's a shame. In fact, it's causing a constant yellow flag as well. Mando's currently on track, then less than a tenth up on his lap time currently. I thought that James would be in front of Mando actually, but he's not. Do a double right, Mando all over the curves, bit of a mistake. Just going to check it back up to you. You haven't had to deal with the car, but Thor is. Oh my god. Right, we should be able to breathe now for a couple of minutes. But I think Daniel was the first car. Daniel was the first. Oh no, he's not the first car. Definitely not the first car. He's the last car. But it always says 0 laps before they goddamn cross that finish line, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know what's happening with that AI. That's what I mean. It's not even on track now. Mando line improves but doesn't improve at the same time. Daniel was the next car to come across that. I don't know if he's already passed it or approaching it. It wasn't Daniel, it was James. It was one of the Hasses. I know Aaron got past it. I know Thor got past it. Oh no, there it is. Oh, finally pulling off, is it? God damn it, it took its time. Jeez. Just did a full lap. Why would you do a full lap? Oh, at least it's off now. Focus on the session. James just crossed the line, barely improves. Here comes Aaron towards the line. He's going to get another chance to go again, but he doesn't even want to go again. Aaron, you could have kept your throttle in. Thor's done an interesting pit entry. All eyes are on Daniel then. Of course, that's the weirdest disqualification glitch I've seen on this game, the fact that his AI had literally disappeared on the track map. P7 for Daniel. Very nicely done as here comes Rogue's AI as well. Rogue's not going again, must have missed a cut. Landed to the line, no improvement. Gravedigger pitting. No one will be pushing again then. It's James's, but James is only a tenth and a half down. He's got to make something special happen in his corners. Currently running P3 in the session, so he could possibly get P2 if he beats his lap to my half a tenth to get Rogue. But I don't think it's going to happen unless he properly risks his final two corners. And it's been a little bit too conservative, I think. Yeah, he's lifted off through the final corner. So James is going to take the car home into the pit lane. Which means there's only one car left out on track, and that is Aaron, who has already finished the session. So that is your qualifying 3 done. The Stars is on pole from Rogue. I tell you what, Rogue's got a lot of pace tonight. I think he's going to be a hell of a challenger against Stars. Especially if Rogue can get a good start. But then again, Stars does have that host advantage. Hello, Matt. How are we, Matt? Aaron's starting to retire from the session as well. Just to hopefully make things a bit quicker. Right. So except from Wee Biscuits Alpine, that was a relatively easy qualifying. Nothing really going on. The odd spins, but you know, you can't really expect much from qualifying. Volo, he put, whoever disconnected, thanks your AI blocked my lap, as if, you know, as if Biscuit could do anything about it. Seriously? God damn it, it's Div 5, relax. I mean, you couldn't even do anything about it. You know. It's a disqualified car, it's nothing even to do with it. Why was the car disqualified? This is a real question. It was parked in a rather dangerous place, so I'll give him that. Good to see someone else just joined. Right, let's just message this random person who added me. Just be like, yo, what's up, fam? You know how it be. We send a little photo as well of the fact that I'm currently looking at you lot. This link will take me somewhere. I don't want to take me somewhere. I want to keep watching this. Dab, dab. I'm not dabbing, people. Hate the wet, says Mando. Well, is it raining for the race? Could we see rain right now? I know you want to. I know it doesn't want to be dry. Oh, what is that? What is that horribleness? That is just not even a cloud in the sky. That's not right. I'm going to be sending in a complaint. Although saying, I think quite a few will. I mean, we're going to send them a photo as well. Oh. I'm getting quite a few filters. Saying that, filters make my smile look terrible. Just putting it out there. Anyway. You all are helping me with my snap scores. We like that. The wet is horrible, says Dark. Matty saying maybe a wet end like yesterday. Well, I'm doubtful. I mean, there's not even a cloud in the sky. But who knows? We pray for the best, don't we? As we're just waiting for the timer to appear. Just found out one of my favourite riders doing drugs. Great, no longer a favourite rider at all. Why would you do that? God damn it. After all those years I've supported and watched him, he goes and does that. Really? God damn it. It's a good thing when I bloody race I won't be doing drugs, isn't it? Just waiting. Still. Jinxed it now, Matty, says Mando. Clearly not happy about the fact that it could possibly rain. Tell you what, watching rally videos is so goddamn awesome. Right, let's go on to Sky News. Do you know how it goes? Anything interesting? Usually not. Yeah, a lot of people dying. Angry driver removing protesters. Legend. Oh god! I need to change this song ASAP. Never Gonna Give You Up just came on. That is not happening. We are not listening to that. I'm sorry. No. God, what a way to start the goddamn formation lap with that. God damn it. I'm so glad I didn't have to. Oh, God. Anyway, back to Formula 1. This is where the goodness is. Where people are thankfully racing. I suppose it's fairly. We've got a few different tyre combinations. 19 car grid. Who's joined? I guess Mr. Adam Moore has rejoined the session after. Thought they were in Q1, but maybe not. Anyway, they are in the AlphaTauri in P19. P18 is Brit Grit. P17 is a Motive, who crashed out of qualifying early on. We got a car off in the formation lap there, clipping the ball. I don't know which one it was. SLR Raikkonen, who was having all sorts of moments earlier. You've just overtaken your teammate. That's an interesting one. Bureau Slicks is in front, supposedly. P15. P14 is Days Freak, who decided to retire well earlier than he should have done. P13 Liam in the other AlphaTauri. So both AlphaTauris not currently in the top 10. P12 for Dark. Nothing really more to say about that one. P11 is Dabbing. 10 is Biscuit, who has all sorts of connection problems. Fuel light is on. Interesting. Maybe the fuel light was always on. No, I just noticed that. Bola is P9 in the Red Bull. P8 is Gravedigger. P7 is Daniel. P6 is Aaron. P5 is BVB4. P4 goes to Mando. Got a few championship points he needs to gain. James in P3, Rogue in P2 after joining late, and pole position goes to Stars. Awesome tonight in the other McLaren car. So we're about to have 19 cars line up on the Zandvoort Grand Prix circuit. 4 drivers, if I can count correctly, are on the hards, which means that 15 drivers are on the mediums. That's your quick tyre update before we get this going. Oh, look at them all weaving. Look how... Oh! I was going to say look how satisfying that was. But, you know, off goes the Ferrari. I guess that was Slicks. Oh, dearie me. You've made a mess of that, haven't you? Oh, that was Raikkonen. Sorry, Slicks. Didn't mean to do that. Maybe it was Slicks. I don't know. It was a Ferrari. It was one of them, okay? Gotta give me that. Okay, here we go then. 2, 4. Oh, we haven't got a good camera view. 10 red lights here at Zandvoort. We got a drive-through penalty for Slicks. Oh, dearie me. Stars. Oh, what the? What terrible. What is going on? Oh my god. We've just had both Aston Martins out of Grand Prix. Did someone still... Oh, what is going on? People are hitting each other. We're going to have a few people very unhappy about this start. I don't know what is going on. Thor's just leapt through Daniel. Daniel's apparently P3. Well, I can't see the Astons being very happy about this. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've got a virtual safety car, if not a safety car. No, it must be a safety car. That's got to be one of the more explosive starts we've ever had in RSF1 off the line. Did someone just stall it? I saw someone get a bad start, and I guess Gravedigger had nowhere to go hit them. And then we went scrolling through the pack and just see Dark get sent into wall on the right as well. So stewards are going to have a busy time trying to sort out the start. I don't know how Star's got a bad start, but maybe it was also caused by the fact that we also have a drive-through penalty for slicks. Dammy's got a 5 seconds as well. Wow, how many cars are we going to see pit? The Stars pit, James, Daniel, he's made a great start. But other than your top 7, yeah, well, Slicks is coming in. I don't know why Slicks is pitting, maybe wing damage. Aaron's pitting, Biscuit's pitting. Raikkonen's pitting, got someone speeding in the pits, and Rogue's staying out. Rogue's been involved. You know what? It was Rogue. Rogue stalled it. I don't think it's worth a restart. I think that was genuine just racing. I think that Rogue stalled it, and Gravedigger's had nowhere to go and hit the back, which is racing. And then Grave's been involved in a separate incident, which once again is racing. It's not to do with the lobby. That's just how it goes at racing at times. That's what I'm assuming is what happened, because it was someone on the front row, and obviously Rogue was the front row driver in P2. So that's what I'm making it out to be, or that's what I think it is be. Surprised no one messaged anything in the Div 5 chat actually, but I guess they all saw it as how I've just seen it, which is why not much to comment on. It's just how racing goes sometimes. The other thing which is interesting was someone else just picked up a penalty, didn't they? Aaron, 5 seconds speeding in the pits. Where are you going, Raikkonen? You've now broken your wing again. What are you doing? And then you got all that going on, then you got stupidity. No offense to Raikkonen, but I mean, come on, you're under safety car. It's not hard. And that is going to frustrate most of these drivers, because it means they have to do another couple laps while they wait for him to catch back up the new front wing. If he doesn't get lapped himself. I believe someone's pitting. It might be Slicks. He's just sped in the pit. Oh my god, Slicks, what are you doing? I think he's trying to serve his drive-through penalty under safety car, but he should be experienced enough to know you cannot serve your drive-through under safety car conditions. So I'm not quite sure what Slicks is doing. Are you going to speed as well now? Oh no, you managed to slow down, that's alright then. But now you've got to change front wings and pit onto hards and the rest of it. Rogue wheel disconnected. Well, see, that's exactly how I've called it, isn't it? I mean, I said he stalled it. Basically, stalling on a wheel is that. Otherwise, you should never stall a car. You can have anti-stall if you're messing around with the gearbox and the gearbox stops working. I've had that before. Trying to find neutral. And then you just get anti-stall, and then you can't move. And then you really are in a really bad place. But, yeah, other than that, Aston Martin making a bad start. Ferrari at the back. Slicks didn't get any from it, so why did he bother pitting? I don't understand. Someone didn't move on the start. Cursed 2 drivers to DNF. Pause, sorry, not cursed. Yep. That's sadly how racing goes. Sometimes. We're just waiting for this guy now to catch up. But if you put no fuel in your car or something, or a couple laps under, you're in a really good spot right now for fuel. What are you doing? You can't have a delta. Why are you just not accelerating? You don't have a delta. You only get a delta if the leader hasn't caught up to the safety car. No? Sure, that's how it works. I'm afraid not Gravedigger, because that's racing. If it was like a laggy start or something, or disconnections, then fair enough, it's enough to cause one, but that is not a restart. You can record it and send it to the stewards though. They may have something to say about it. But otherwise it's racing. Right, now you're fine, you're caught up. Damn it. Losing loads of time here. My tight schedule to sleep. We got McLaren P1, P5. And safety car is now in this lap. So stars, how good are your safety car restarts? Hopefully you actually back the field up. Now drivers who don't bother backing the field up is just frustrating. You see James is all ready to go. Daniel making the best start of his life, by the way. Up how many positions right now? Up 4. Motive is got up 8. Oh, stars, you went and then didn't go. At least that's how it looks like from Daniel's POV. He's now, that could have been really bad. That could have been so dangerous. Now side by side between Thor and Daniel on the exit. Daniel holds on though. Should be able to hold off Thor. And Mando getting very close to the rear wing of Thor in front as well. Very packed up start to the safety car restart. There is cars battling in the background as well, as we have DC83 wide with Aaron and Biscuit. Both of them getting past DC80. Must make a mistake. Side by side between Emotive and Moore, who's making a good start as well. We've got a car off and it's DC80. As DNF'd out of the session. Is that going to be a safety car? Is it going to be a virtual? Is it going to be nothing at all? Hopefully nothing at all. Oh, we got a car off. Yeah, there goes Aaron. Easy done there. So we've got 2 cars off. Dive bomb from Mando, possibly on the brakes. Move was on, to be fair. And now we've got another car off. And this time around it's a Motive. So both Mercedes drivers are struggling tonight. Well, they weren't before, but they are now. It seems to be doing this in teams at the minute. Both teams seem to be doing well, or yeah, it's not going well, shall we say, for the teams at the moment. Towards the rear end of this field. Gravedigger, please send it to stewards. You may think there's no point, but there is always a point. Even if it's a racing incident, still send it in. It avoids situations like that in future. If, of course, someone is to blame. There might not be. Oh, very deep on the brakes was Thor. Leaves the door open for Mando. Mando is putting all sorts of pressure on Thor. I know these two are probably friends or in a party together as well. Oh, we got follower off now. I said that curb was treacherous, and he's clearly clipped the curb. And he's gone around. Hopefully he doesn't beach the car now. Oh, as I say that, he almost did. Back to this battle going on then between Mando and Thor. Mando got him on the brakes, actually, so Thor loses the position out of all that. So now Mando's got 1.6 seconds to Daniel. And DRS should be enabled soon enough, so we should be seeing some more battling going on. Oh, mistake there by Thor again. He's getting put under so much pressure at the moment. Which has surprised me, because I'm sure Thor is fast. He's just getting a little bit flustered, I think. Too many cars around him type thing. We've got another car off at the turn 1. It's the Red Bull of Voller again. Second spin that they've had in 2 laps now. Oh, and I think the motor's had a moment as well at the exit of turn 1. So there's a lot of dirt and gravel all over the track now. Also, now that DRS is enabled, this should start allowing the field to catch up a little bit better. Slick's catching up to Aaron. Also, Dabbing's just made a mistake, because Dabbing's just lost a lot of places. Side by side between him and Rogue. Rogue up the inside, dive bomb City there from Rogue. Very nicely done there. But for Dabbing, who was putting all sorts of pressure on Thor, no longer doing so. Anyone going for a move now? I think the AlphaTauris are looking a bit racy. Of course, Lima's on the hards. Harrison throws around him on the mediums. Slick squeeze Aaron on the brakes into turn 1. Looks like Slick's got past him. Did have DRS to help him though. As DC80 leaves the session, disappointing for him. Oh, Rogue, where are you going? Oh, Rogue's made a big mistake. He's got wing damage, actually, as Rogue. I think he's got that from earlier on. Maybe, actually, looks a bit more recent than that, actually. We've got Slicks off now. Thankfully, reversing out of the way of danger. That's a dive bomb from Dabbing. There's going to be contact. That was really close. Oh, a little bit lag from Biscuit. Keep an eye on the gap between Mando as well. Mando has caught now up to Daniel. But for now, until the start finish straight, is Raikkonen going to look for the move? No, he isn't. So we'll get a bit close. Bit of contact between Raikkonen and Dabbing. In fact, James is putting a lot of pressure on Stars right now as well. There's lots of different battles going on. As these start to spread themselves out, these two are getting a lot closer. You can see amount of corner speed that Mando was able to carry there in comparison to Daniel, but that is off the track and around goes Daniel. At the exact same time, he's managed to put the brakes on to not cause anything more. Rogue's off the track as well. Rogue's in the gravel at the exact same time. Biscuit is lagging all over the place. As Daniel goes again on his overheated tyres. Shame for Daniel, who's doing so well. Once again, the pressure getting to these drivers. So now, Mando, you have 4.3 seconds to the car in front. Oh, Slicks has retired. Slicks has binned it fast right, just where he's just spun, and that is, of course, a safety car. Which actually helps Daniel. Which is lucky for Daniel. He can now pit onto hards and get them to the end, supposedly. What can be done other than a restart, Mr. Gravedigger, is you send it in, the other driver gets a penalty. What? Why have we got 2 cars out? What? What have they done on the start and finish straight? We, Biscuit, and Liam are out of this race. Hola! Oh no! What are they doing on the start and finish straight? What is this? What? What was that? Why did you say? Does someone want to just verify to me what the hell just happened? Because that needs to be talked about. I think he thought there was ghosting. Well, either he was AI or he thought there was ghosting. But either way, but follows how. But what the hell even caused that? That they crashed under safety car. Oh god. I'm not surprised if something goes in the Div 5 chat after that. And still nothing. What? What is this? Right, Stars is in the pits, more importantly, so is James. In fact, McLaren are double stacking here. Oh, well, he's got a Ferrari in his car. Mando has ran over a Ferrari. Oh, dear. They're not going to like that Ferrari, but this is going to really hurt Mando. Possibly. Is he still going to come out in P3? No, he gets jumped. Oh, almost got jumped by 2 cars to Mando, but only got jumped by Thor. So Thor comes out in P5. Mando's got to do it all again to repass Thor. But here comes Mr. Adam around the outside. It's a race between him and Mando, and I think he just got Mando. Oh, that's going to suck for Mando, because now he's got a car. Oh, no, never mind. What is this race? Right, so basically what caused that crash was the Alfa Romeo DC80, I'm assuming, because he did put Alfa Romeo. Oh, unless he put Alfa Tauri, he might have meant Alfa Tauri actually, just spawned in front of him. So he meant that Biscuit basically lagged backwards into Liam Fisher. They both DNF'd on the spot, and Vola must have thought it was ghosting. Mr. Adams just put the throttle on too hard and just, yeah, binned it in a wall, basically. What is this race? I had a 1.9 second stop, lol, says Mando. Well, you couldn't... Oh, yeah, you had a 1.9 second stop, but, I mean, you got held up in the pits anyway. Raikkonen has joined. Raikkonen disconnect. Great. That means we joined as well, but Raikkonen disconnected. He's leading this Grand Prix. We effectively have an AI first and second, basically. Oh, what is going on? Hopefully these 2 cars can get retaken over and actually put into people. And yeah, Biscuit just saying that he's been taken out by the AI, well, connection I mean, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. If you have poor connection like that, it happens. The other interesting story on the safety car is goddamn Mr. Adam Moore just pinning it in front of poor Mando. I mean, he did well to get in front of Mando by the smallest margins and then basically turned sharp left anyway. And to have all this, the guy who has been last majority of this race, and he hasn't pitted, is currently winning this race. In fact, he has pitted. So, yeah. Effectively right now, Raikkonen is winning this Grand Prix. Bruh. And he's been AI, and he's been crashing. I tell you, if he's not careful, he's going to hit that goddamn safety car. We don't need another disqualification car. I know you're trying to hurry the safety car up, but, you know, just don't hit it. That's all I ask. I don't ask for much nowadays. At least not as much as I used to. Interesting enough, we also have the 3 different tyre combinations out on track running. That might not last. In fact, just as I said that, it's not going to last. Adam's back in the pits now. Well, have people got many thoughts on this Grand Prix so far? Oh, I've just been sent a video from Biscuit. I don't know what this is. Oh, I think he's just showing his connection being awful. I mean, he's rather one-handed there, isn't he? You know. Carnage about to happen. Harvey, my guy, how have you been? Glad to see you back as good as ever. I'm not Harvey. I am not Harvey. Glad I had to decline. I got called to pick up the wife. Lol, says Eddie. So Eddie's, you know. I don't know, I think you would have enjoyed this race, Eddie. It's been an interesting one. People just crashing in a straight line, basically. Happened twice now. Not like he can decide how good his internet's not. No, exactly fate. It's just one of those things. My internet's pretty shocking. I'm over here on comms. But, Yeah, safety car in the slap. You got 12 cars out of 19. Almost got as many as DNF is racing right now. It's turning into MotoGP this with the fact they're all crashing. Oh, we're gonna get a little bit more contacts, aren't we? Oh my life, how close do you want to get to each other, people? Personal distance. I know it's not a thing anymore, but we're gonna make it. So then, when is Raikkonen going to send this safety car restart off? Is he going to wait till the last minute? Is he going to go now? He goes now. And he has not caught dabbing off at all. But he has got a little bit of breathing space. Is anyone looking for a move in towards turn number 1? Is Mando going for the move on the brakes? Late on the brakes from Mando. Maybe you're on cold tyres. Well, coldish tyres. Depends how well you warm them up, of course. Speeding before, it's not letting Mando through safely. Well, easily even. Puts a lot of overspeed. There's contact. 3 wide now. Look at the Williams and Days. I haven't even mentioned the word Days this race so far. Look at him. Oh, look at the Mercedes as well. Side by side with Rogue. Oh, you don't really side by side with Rogue. Rogue will not back out. I'm giving you that much information. Do the fast ride. But the Mercedes Aaron, what a move that is to pull that one off. As McLaren in front of Mando is under all sorts of pressure for Thor again. To the right-hander, anyone looking for a move into the left. They all thought about the dive bomb, but not quite as gap there. Oh, he has to back out of it, and Rogue's hit the curb. That's going to allow Daniel to get a good exit, and Daniel's towards the inside line. They're going to be side by side. It's this right-hander. Daniel's gone in deep, and that's a good block pass actually. Leaves the door open on the left actually, which means that Rogue can get his wheel back in. Side by side, it's across the corner. Rogue looking for the switchback, back up the inside in the final corner. Nice move there by Rogue to retake the position. Now Daniel's putting all sorts of pressure on him. Motor's trying to get involved in this as well. On to start and finish straight into turn number 1. Daniel back towards the inside line. More contact. Round goes Raikkonen. Oh, dearie me. Oh, and Adams had nowhere to go. He's got wing damage from it as well. I think that was always going to happen between those two drivers. And Rogue's left the session. That could maybe have been something to do with connection. We don't know, we can't really escalate on that. As the leader, Raikkonen making a big mistake all over the curb. That's allowing Davi to catch back up, and Rogue's car's caused a safety car, and his car is glitched. Rogue's going to get disqualified, and we're going to have a situation like we just had. Yep, there you go, Rogue's disqualified. This is just turning into pain. We're 2 cars away from having as many finishes in this race as DNF in. Well, 2 to 3 cars, depending if you do maths on it. Oh, really? Oh, I don't know anymore. What was that? Says another F1 YouTuber. Don't know if that happens. You can research track if reaching a curb when he was disconnected anyway. What the hell says Fate? Bro got a little excited, you know, kidding. Now both AlphaTauri, well no, the AlphaTauri. Well, why am I not looking at the AlphaTauri? There we go. Well, I was looking at, I meant the Williams, so I don't know why it switched on the left and didn't switch anyway. Another F1 YouTuber. Which one's your account again on Discord? I recognise you. I mean, it's been a little while since I've been on comms, so excuse me for asking. Like, I know you, but I don't know you, if that makes sense. It's good to see that people are starting to send clips in immediately. Oh dear, dabbing. Don't spin it. That was close. This has just turned into pain though, hasn't it? Well, we still got... Oh, we're not even halfway there yet. We're close, but not there. We're only on lap 32 at the halfway mark. We always lost half the drivers before the fact we even reached halfway through the race. So this rate, keep this up, we're gonna have no finishers. But I'm sure there's some good to this. Raikkonen's leading some laps. Stars is being beaten right now. Got James P3 on PlayStation. Like, there's the odd good thing, just not fully good things. Can we get Aaron cockpit? Well, you can. I don't know why you want to see his cockpit. I'm not Harvey. I can't give you all the specs. Yeah, Biscuit, keep your head up. It's internet. I know that problem. I probably know that problem more than anyone else. Sadly. But that's why I want to do IRL racing and not online racing. I could just do real life commentary on some tracks. That's an option. I don't know how well that would go. Safety car in this lap then. Raikkonen's already done one safety car restart tonight. He's about to do another one. 15 lap old hards now. I think he's waiting for a following safety car after this to put onto either mediums or softs. Surprised he hasn't pissed already though. States, can I join you in comms? I mean, if you really want to. Raikkonen then on the safety car restart gets away. Oh, he's had the... Oh, he went too soon because the safety car obviously was still pitting. Oh, never mind. Started to let off early on the brakes. James up the inside. Into turn 1. James goes through contact with the McLarens. Oh, man. Dave's just been overtaken by Daze. Daze through into top 4 now. Daze now putting all sorts of pressure on Stars. Into the tricky left-hander. Carrying good exit speed. Now look at Mando putting all this pressure on. Do the fast left, do the fast right, looking towards the inside. Mando thought about the move, didn't quite get there. It's a double right. Daze on the grass on the entry, that is not going to help his speed. Also on the soft ground tyres, Adam has already made up one position. Oh, we just got a penalty for his troubles, never mind. Do the tricky left-hander. This is where... Oh, we've got one taking John on here. Look at Aaron and Thor going at it. Heading towards the chicane. Braking late, you should dare. Does Aaron also side by side here? Emotive putting all sorts of battling with Adam. Adam on the curb. Emotive putting a lot of pressure on here into the corner. Adam, oh, that got close. Emotive turned in and Adam didn't. That's actually allowed Dabbing back into this little scrap. But back towards the leaders. Raikkonen is still somehow leading his Grand Prix on 17 lap old hards. I don't know how he's holding on to this, but he is doing this. It's turn 1. Anyone looking for a move. Dabbing up the inside of Adam. And Adam on the soft has been absolutely destroyed by everyone around him. I don't know what the hell's happened to Adam, but, you know, not ideal for his race. Now look at Aaron versus Thor. Is Aaron going to look to move into fast right-hander? There was a gap, but the gap slightly closed. It's a double right. Aaron's still trying to put pressure on Thor to make a mistake, and Thor's made a mistake right there. Aaron is side by side into the left-hander. He's going towards the outside. Thor's still there and manages to hold on for now. But he's being put under so much pressure tonight, and the pressure hasn't really stopped for Thor. Another one doing really well tonight is Motive, putting all sorts of pressure on Daniel now. Do the double right. They go one more time. Just 16 laps to go. DRS is now enabled to help things along as well. Snakes want some invites to the comms. I would right now, but we're currently looking at a battle. I think the battle's just about to finish. Oh, I can't scroll. I would invite you, but I can't scroll. That's genuinely how I invite people, is using this thing, but for some reason we're stuck on this one. Oh, what the hell is this? Why are we looking at... Okay. But we'll get there eventually. Here we go. Well, I invite you, but you need to rejoin the game. I don't know why you left the game. Oh, losing the rooms, Aaron. Door's being put so much pressure again here from Aaron. We got a spin! No, round goes down. It's been collected by a motive. That wasn't helped by the fact we had some more yellow flags for some reason. I don't know why the yellow flags were out previous to this. As Dabbing and Aaron now side by side. Dabbing somehow still going through. As also going on is Stars versus James, because James managed to get past Stars. Stars now got DRS. Overtake button in use, coming towards turn number 1. Oh, that got close because James had a little moment there. I don't know what the moment was for, but he had something going on. Have you rejoined the lobby?
Yes, I have.
Have you included your audio?
Yep.
Why is there an echo?
Big one?
Yes. Supposedly. I can't hear myself, so it must have gone. You're joining an interesting point because you just witnessed, well, you haven't witnessed, but there was just a bit of a collision going on.
Yeah.
Oh, off the track goes Mando! Oh, he's still putting pressure on someone, or being put pressure on. Because Daze is still there. So you crashed out earlier. What happened?
I took too much time.
But you did that the previous lap, didn't you? You did?
No, I did. First time I did it, I got windows and then I got the windows.
Yeah, no, but you spun at the same point twice, did you not?
No, I only spun it once.
Oh. Maybe it was red. Oh, I don't know. There was a red car that spun it. Oh, look at Thor! Round the outside into turn 1. So late on the brakes, and Mano has no comeback. And look at Daze still there, still waiting menacingly. Towards the outside. Looking for a switchback as Daze. Can't quite get there. Race is coming alive. When you've got 5 cars within pretty much a second there. Mando. Oh, Daze, where are you going? I don't know why Immortals just joined, but Immortals joined. Why? Oh, sorry, Biscuit. I can only have one other commentary with me. Here comes Stars. Still putting pressure on James. I don't know how Raikkonen is still pulling away. That was an interesting line by Thor. Yeah, Daze is being impressive, but I don't understand how Raikkonen has got a 3.9 second gap on 20 lap old halves. So that is rather impressive. Here comes Thor. Thor can see inside. Can't quite get there, or can he? It's getting tight. Mistake by Mando. Yeah, that was Stars, sorry, not Mando. Stars is out of your S. In fact, they both are. Ooh, mistake there from Daze. Yeah, this is getting a little bit hectic now. You've now got 8 cars within a second, if not 9, because Adam's not too far away on his softs. Yeah, I can't see him getting to the end though. Here comes Dabbing possibly. Thought about the move into the right-hander, but couldn't quite get there as Stars is still trying to put all sorts of pressure on James. Through the tricky left, hopefully no one clips cover. James left! No! Ah, this is going to make this race very much not entertaining now because we've got an AI. Oh yeah, I mean Raikkonen can get to the end as well as long as his tyres don't blow up, but I feel I've got a feeling his tyres might blow up before that point. This AI is going to cause all sorts of problems! Oh. Stars can't really, well, he doesn't really want a DNF. But he's just had an AI properly almost... Oh, look at Daze. Double overtake, triple overtake! Daze ain't making the apex! Mando's just gone for a hell of a time bomb! Daze going for a switch back on Mando. Mando's dropped the position. positions. Oh no. Oh yeah, man who dropped positions. I was right. Contact! Oh, he's out. Thor. Contact with James. James was the AI. And that has caused a full
Basically.
force.
And
Yeah.
that's fallen into the hands of Adam because he just pitted onto the mediums.
We're going to get James being disqualified here because his AI isn't moving. So James is going to be disqualified and he won't be able to rejoin in time, possibly. Can he get that? No, James is out. Now we're down to 9.
Very unfortunate.
Your mic isn't microphoning. Who was that to, another F1 YouTuber? This game, honestly, Biscuit is not happy. I'm going to turn you up also, because you're really quiet for me. I don't know how you are on stream, but yeah, you're quiet for me. Not your mic musical. Yeah, it's your mix, Lex. You're a little bit quiet though.
Is there has to be a much better now? Guys just staying out on the hard days. Oh no, they just in.
Raikkonen softs.
Staying out.
Yeah, this has actually helped Raikkonen massively. He's going to come out P2 on fresh softs.
And what was that soft last for 11 laps though?
I mean, he's just gone like 20 lap on hards. I'm sure if anyone can do it, he can do it. Yeah, James has given up. Probably furious right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're now down to 9. And a lot of different people going for different strategy options as well. A lot of different ones. We've got 2 drivers on hards, 4 on mediums, and 3 on softs. I think Daze is in the best place here, because he can comfortably get to the end so that he can push those mediums very much. No, it's crackling. It's cutting out.
I'll restart my headset.
Alright, it could just be a Twitch thing to be honest, because you're not cutting out for me. I can unplug my headset and replug it in if that helps. But it could be a Twitch thing. Well, you're a lot more quiet than you were before.
That's good then.
No. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna unplug my headset as well. Right, that should fix the crackling on my end, if it is on my end. If not, it's on your end, and I don't know if there's anything you can do about it.
I was hitting into a new stuff, yeah.
He is indeed in the Williams driver. The other interesting thing is there is only a couple teams now with both their drivers still remaining. I feel like fixed. Yeah, see, it was my microphone which was crackling, not yours. That's just a Twitch thing.
Do you have a wired mic then?
Yeah, mine's wide.
Yeah. Mine's wireless, so it shouldn't be making any crackling noises.
No, the only thing that's worry about the wireless one is how quiet or how loud you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's quite old, so.
It's alright.
There's a bit of contact behind.
Right, we're about to go racing one more time. This time round, Stars has got the safety car restart. He's done this before. However, has he done this before on 15 lap old hards? Probably not. I don't think a lot have other than Raikkonen. It worked out for Raikkonen, but I don't feel like it's going to work out so well for Stars, considering one's on softs and one's on hards.
And you have people in the mediums that will
Yeah.
make them last at the end of the race.
The only one I don't understand with his strat decision was Aaron. Right, Stars is gone then. Or has he? Well, he definitely... Oh, What? Mando. Oh god, this is going to be a crash. Raikkonen's late on the brakes. Dave's putting all sorts of pressure on. You're 3 wide behind between Daniel and the motive as well. Daving's now towards the back again. Side by side through turn number 4. Looking at the there's contact there. Got a little bit of contact between Mando and someone.
Adam pushing through to P3 at a time.
Yep, Daze is not letting him through so easily. Daze holding on to P3. Tell you what, Daze has had something to eat here. He's suddenly deciding to show a little bit of racer in him. Although he's putting a lot of pressure now on Raikkonen, who's on the softs. I didn't think it'd be going this way around. I thought that Stars would be the one who'd be having a lot of pressure. The Daze is all over the back of Raikkonen. It's so close. Aaron's now so by side with Adam. 2 A's going at it. Adam will late on the brakes. Aaron's still there though. A little bit of contact on the exit, but Adam is now holding on.
Motive Carrot trying to pass Mando from outside, but doesn't make it.
Look at Daniel. Up the inside. Yeah, nice. Read that like a book.
Catching Motive.
Here comes Mando on Aaron. Oh, that closed up. Contact in front row. Oh, Raikkonen had a half spin.
Raikkonen's got no wing, it doesn't look like.
He's got
Oh, he does
right hand side. Oh, he's lifted off there. Oh, he's gone. Well, now he doesn't have wing.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. Dabbing's on the gravel trap. I don't know where Dabbing's just made a whole new racing line through there that I've never seen before. I think Dabbing's got damage.
They streak into P2.
Emota's on.
2-second lead.
Yeah, Emota's off the track as well now. Where are you going, Emotive?
Gone into the gravel.
Yeah, big mistake.
Raikkonen's done the same with Motive.
Yeah. But now it's Days versus Stars. 1.7 seconds is the gap. You've got 8 laps to go. Money's got to be on Days, although DRS-wise, Stars has got a big advantage. Days is pushing everything out
Days
that
has no ERS.
No, the car behind him does though, so Adam might be putting pressure on Days in a minute. Damage in the pit, so he must have had damage. Here comes Mando on Aaron. Gets a nice exit, but Aaron gets an even better exit actually. Fast left through the fast right. The long right. And is still not able to find a way through Aaron.
Come out on new soft.
Yeah, they'll be going fast as that now.
Aaron's come out on new soft as well.
Yeah, it's what they got to do though. As it stands right now, we have Stars being champion, but I think everyone expected that with the fact that Immortal wasn't racing.
But I didn't end up well for the Ferraris today.
No, but there is still time. Here comes Mando on the back, on the start finish straight up the inside. Aaron on the brakes, on the Mio Quintaro as well.
On the inside.
Still side by side. Aaron's fighting this back, all over the curb, fast right hander. This is where you don't really want to go side by side. Through the left, this is whoever's got better traction.
Mando keeps it.
Yeah, Mando gets moved down into P4 now. Now then, Days, you've just gained a full second on Stars in 1 lap.
But has no DRS while Stars has 60%.
And he does have more tyres. Well, better tyre wear and better tyres.
Yeah. Stars can keep him away while using DRS. But Days has the DRS now.
Yeah, but he's not going to use the DRS if Stars has ERS, so it's going to be having to be moving the corners for Days and hoping that Stars can't just fight it back each time. He's going to try it anyway though, through the final corner. He's on the overtake button. Brave stuff to go around from the overtake button through that final corner, but he does it nonetheless. Got fast lap. Is he going to go into turn number 1? Brakes late. That is far too late, surely. Stars looking for the switchback. Can't get
and
there.
he keeps the position.
What a move by Days to take the lead of this Grand Prix now. Can he pull away?
I'm catching up behind Stars.
Yeah, this could actually work out for Adam as long as he doesn't get held up by Stars. But Days is going to have to push like an absolute madman now. The fact he has no ERS to battle with. Now then, can Adam find a way past Stars? What's Mando up to? Maybe regrouping? As you would do. Biscuit saying he is free for comms tomorrow night. I will let Mando know that, or you let Mando know after the race finished. Obviously don't message him while he's racing. That wouldn't be fair. Do the double right.
I am free Wednesday and Thursday comms as well.
Alrighty, it's good to have a good vary on the drivers and comms, etc. Let's tell him one more
Mando's the
time.
fastest lap.
Yeah, I was just thinking that he was maybe regrouping, but he's obviously regrouped now and putting the pressure straight back on Adam, who's just missed an apex actually, which is going to allow Mando's put all sorts of pressure on Adam. Gets a good exit.
Adam's in the McLaren sandwich.
Yeah, but if Adam loses DRS, then it's going to be easy for Mando.
Adam's got the fastest lap.
Through the fast right, double right-hander. People missing the apexes slightly. There's a car off and it's Aaron. Things are going so well for Aaron as well. Start, crucially, is still within the DRS of Days right now. But he has now used up the majority of his ERS to do that. And Adam obviously having that penalty as well. Days making a mistake. Yeah. That's a costly one as well. However, it could certainly play into the hands of Mando if he does get past Stars. Depends what Mando can do.
Stars on the one spot.
Yeah, Stars is coming back at Days. I don't know if it's because Days
has done 2 stops.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because Days' ERS is so low that Stars has been able to come back at him slightly, but...
Stars is turning PVRS as well.
Yeah, they're all low on ERS.
He's the highest.
I was expecting Mando to go for a dive bomb there, but he decided better over. Mando's putting all sorts of pressure on Adam right now. Adam clipping the curb. Don't want to clip that curb, but he did. That is now going to give the run to Mando. Goes up the inside, heading towards chicane. Can Mando brake late enough to make the move? He does brake late enough. Is there contact? No, he keeps it clean. Holds around the outside. Should better get better exit as well. Mando, he should be through into P3 now. And he is. Can Adam fight it back? For the final corner, he's now got DRS. Oh, Mando doesn't have DRS. Side by side, overtake button in use. Late on the brakes. Adam retakes P3. That is going to be frustrating for Mando because basically that means he's not catching Stars now.
Probably won't help Stars win this championship. Amanda takes a bit of curb.
Yeah, he went for a move there on Adam, getting a little bit too impatient. That's cost him more time, but yeah, like you say, this has definitely helped Stars with this championship.
Thor has said Daisy on 2 warning.
Just 3 laps to go.
The pressure on him.
It depends how many warning Stars on. Left hand up, Mando careful with the throttle. Back with the DRS again. This time around, not close enough to go for the move into chicane. Oh, he's too late on the brakes. Almost went straight across the gravel. Managed to still make the corner.
Stars didn't have any warning.
Oh, tell you what, this is going to come down to Days versus Stars. If Stars can overtake him, Stars will be champion today.
He'll be champion even if he comes P2 as well.
According to Ruddy, he said that Stars won't win the championship if it stays like this. So, I think Stars does actually have to win tonight. We got a car off. It is Raikkonen. With just 2 to go though, we shouldn't be under any threats of a safety car.
Raikkonen has the fastest lap as well, so he has gained an extra time.
Yeah, another point of Stars that Stars could have gotten.
Aaron's pitted as well, trying to go for the fastest lap.
Stars is really pushing that car on hard. If he gets a puncture now, it will be over. Well, the race will be over for him, basically. Mando gets through. Right, can Adam now retaliate? Oh, he's missed his breaker point. Oh, he's in the gravel. That's literally what Mando did last time round. That has now let Mando off the hook, but it's too late now. 2.5 seconds to Stars. Real battle now is Stars versus Days.
Both for out of the DRS as well.
Days was on the grass on the way onto turn 1. Made him go wide. Don't think Stars has got much left in the tank. He's put the gap down. Oh, big mistake from Days though. So the Stars keep his run. Oh, Stars has run wide as well. Both of them making big mistakes here on the final lap of Grand Prix. As we head towards the final couple of sectors. Fast right, Stars is really putting the pressure on Days. He wants to win this championship tonight, get it over and done with, no pressure into the next many races. I mean, either way, this puts Stars in a massive advantage. Days makes a big mistake! That should allow Stars to gain momentum on this back straight. Is he looking to move into the chicane? Stars thought about it, Days covers. Just 3 corners to go, now 2. I don't think Stars is going to get there, unless he can get the run to the line maybe.
Mando's caught up to both of them.
It's too late for Mando. Stars is not going to get it. Days wins the Zandvoort Division 5 Grand Prix. And he had to fight hard for that one. Double McLaren podium, probably means they've won the Constructors. But maybe not actually, there's quite a few points still left for Constructors.
I think that stage is the first win.
Possibly, I don't know if he's won before or not actually. Damming comes home in P7, which is fair enough after the race he's had. And then Aaron's coming home in P8 after some crucial points after a couple of spins as well.
Aaron's just the fastest lap.
Yes. Raikkonen's not going to like seeing that. Oh, immediately cuts corners to try and beat it. You know how it is. Going to penalties for his troubles. Raikkonen through the final corner. Just going to take... Oh, thought he was going to take the car home. It's through first. Oh. And destroys his car.
Oh. And goes through the barrier.
Yeah, he did go through the barrier there, didn't he? That was interesting.
Well, in the end, we finished with 9 drivers, or 8.
Yeah, 9 drivers. But you gotta say, if there's one Grand Prix that Days wasn't expecting to win, it was this one. So, yeah, that's just happened.
Get the top 3 into the party.
Yep, if they choose to join, that is. Two 6 says Mando, so he'll be here in a minute or 2.
Hello boys, how are you doing?
Hello Dave.
Oh
Congrats
my
on the win.
Yes! Let's go. Did not expect to win even 1 race this season, let alone 2, but Honestly, on that final lap, or before the final lap, on the penultimate lap, when I crossed the line, I thought I'd won. So, like, that's why I lost so much time to Orphan behind me. Otherwise, it probably would have still been about 6-7 tenths like it was before. I was like, hold on, why are we still going? And realized it was the final lap then and not what I thought it was. So, definitely something I'm glad I caught before the entry to turn one.
We'll get into that in a couple seconds, Mr. Days. We've got some other people to interview first, unless you're desperate to get interviewed first.
Nah, you can interview them if you want.
Yeah, I just thought we'd save you for the big ones later.
Sure, for sure.
Alright, so Mando, have you included your audio?
I sure have.
You sure have, or you have?
I sure have.
So you have now?
No, I sure have. I've had it done since I
Oh,
joined the party.
you sure have. You couldn't make that any worse for me, could you? Bloody English, you goddamn peoples.
Hey, you're English.
Yeah, I can't speak it very well. That's my excuse. I'm an English person who can't speak English. Anyway, hi Mando.
Hi.
First things first is qualifying. That was rather eventful for yourself, wasn't it?
It was. The rain sort of screwed me. to be fair.
Yes, it did, didn't it? Do you want to explain how your quali went?
Quali was okay, and then the rain come. I feel like I could have been quicker, obviously when it was dry, but it didn't turn out that way. The wet, I was just struggling for a little bit of traction off the corners. But other than that, yeah, it was actually a good quali.
Yes, you got yourself into the top 5, I believe. I can't remember where you started now.
5th.
Oh, we should look at that
No,
top 5.
4th.
Well, either way, you're top 5, that's what counts.
Fourth.
In that case then, you did actually have to avoid the stalled car on the grid. Do you want to explain what happened there from your perspective?
Yeah, basically the car in front of me, I was talking to Rogue in the party with Stars and a couple of other people. His wheel disconnected and it wouldn't allow him to shift. So he couldn't get off the line. So as soon as I basically caught him on the grid, I had to move out the way, and then that let Daniel and Days Freak pass me off the start. So yeah.
But at least you didn't hit it. Yeah, both Astons were out before they even got to turn 1.
I nearly hit the car.
Well, yeah, it was close. I couldn't get a very good camera angle at all, because you know how this game's like. However, for the race then, how was most of it? I mean, there was a few safety cars. You got involved in a few incidents yourself, actually. How was it for you?
It was okay until I decided to turn around to something because someone wanted something in the house, and I hit the wall, damaging one side of my wing. And then I had to turn around again because someone wanted something in the house, and I hit the other side of the wing. Damaged both sides. So I stayed out as long as I could, and in that last safety car, I come in, I put the mediums on, new fresh wing, and I just started catching everyone up.
And then you was a great comeback drive in the end to get yourself into the top 3 again.
Well, it did help that basically I heard you say about James, the turning before he went into the gravel. He caught the inside curb and sort of done a half spin of the car. That's how I was managed to get past him there. And then he's out-braked himself because my car's obviously in front and he's gone straight into the gravel. So that helped me out a bit. And then obviously with Stars and Days fighting, I managed to catch up on the last lap, but unfortunately I wasn't quite close enough.
Yeah, you would have been had you not had the scrap with Adam in the end. That did cost you.
Yeah.
But
I would have been right on their tail.
Yeah, nonetheless though, good for the constructors' point, which I guess is what you're going for now, considering your championship is done. You can't catch Stars anymore.
Well, I'm hoping for third.
Oh, you're batting for that. Well, you've done a bad job letting the one guy, well, the one other guy you're fighting with Days, he went and beat you. So you got a job to
I
do now.
I couldn't do anything about that, so I had a job in the first place trying to catch days, but it is what it is. Um, all I can do is try and hope, and we'll go from there.
If not, the constructors' battle is still up there.
Yeah, yeah, I can see McLaren winning the constructors. It's going to be close. Don't get me wrong, but
Who's
we'll
he gonna
just
be
see how
close
that goes.
with?
Um,
Alpine.
I
It's
think the only other team that's Alpine.
no, Mercedes.
but
Mercedes
Mercedes
is
are
in like
P5.
fifth.
Well, I'm looking at the
It's
constructor
Alpine and
standings
Haas.
now.
Yeah, Haas, Alpine, Alfa Romeo has a better chance of catching y'all than Mercedes does, especially after tonight.
Yeah, Mercedes have no chance. But then neither does Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo scored no points tonight. So yeah, the only one you got really to challenge you is Haas, to be honest,
They
because
did
Alpine had it as well.
Adam
So.
Moore races for Alfa Romeo, but he couldn't get into the beat.
Ah, it's good
Yeah,
having you lot
His
here.
he raced
points
in
will
Alpha
count for
Tauri,
Alfa
but meant
Romeo.
to be racing in Alfa Romeo.
Yes. Anyway, Mr. Mando, one more question from myself is for next week. How are you feeling for Spain?
Spain.
Yeah.
The Spanish Grand
Don't
Prix.
don't like it. Not good around that track. It's just a couple of corners that I just end up losing traction on, and one of them is the bump going up the hill. Um, just every time I have a setup, it just doesn't work on that. So I'm either going to lose the car there a couple of times, or I'm just going to be slow off that corner. But we'll see how it goes. Other than that, the track's okay, I guess.
Well, very well done on your P3 tonight.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hi, Stars.
How you doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad.
How was your quali?
Well, well, perfect. Paul. I was a bit lucky, to be honest with you, in the rain, and I would have been nowhere near in the try. But
Despite
yeah,
your
got a bit lucky.
3,000 laps of practice.
Yeah, so got a bit lucky with the pole, obviously, but yeah, can't really say much more than that.
Yeah, I didn't really see any moments from you in qualifying or the race, to be honest. Talking about the race then, explain it from your point of view, because, you've pretty much had it the whole shot into turn one, and then after that, it got a bit more challenging. In fact, no, you did have the whole shot into
Yeah,
turn one. You had a bad-ish start, didn't you?
um, not too bad. I had to slow down when the safety car came out. It literally came out turn one, so I was like, as soon as it came out, I had to slow down. So yeah, I would have been P1 into turn one.
Ah, okay. And that's
Uh,
when you then got overtaken.
no, that was on the second safety car, I think, because
Oh, I don't know.
Raikkonen slowed down massively at the start, and so I had to slow down. So it caught me out, and everyone behind me just literally at the overspeed. James got me. But then after that, then we were just like sitting behind James Raikkonen, and yeah, I made a mistake in not paying for the mediums, but like I say, it was either or. If I pitted, the days would probably have stayed out, and so yeah.
Well, you did the best on the position that you were put in with staying out, but everyone else had pit on that final safety car. So you were pretty much in a dire state. You'd have had to hope that others would have stayed out. Um,
But
Either way, you did do really well on that final safety car restart on those older tyres to somehow still stay with Days. How was the challengingness from Days and all the pressure, etc.?
yeah, because the hard tires last pretty well, don't they? So I knew that the mediums fall off around about 8 laps in, and so I knew Dave's probably struggle at the end of the stint. He was on 2 warnings, so I was hoping that I could pressurize him into getting a penalty. But because I was almost going to get him on I think the last straight at the very end, sector 2. I thought about making a move for it, and then thought, no, it's not going to work out because he came across and defended it. So yeah, so I didn't want to take us both out. So
Well, you did really well still to come home P2 with all the pressure from behind as well, with other people being on mediums and softs who eventually just wiped each other out anyway. Obviously,
yeah,
Adam holding up Mando definitely helped you tonight.
yeah, he pretty much helped me out a bit there. In all fairness to him, and it was unfortunate, James. So we were having a good battle throughout the race, and he disconnected, and he couldn't get back in because he's on PlayStation. So I really feel disappointed for him today because of that, and also BB4 who got caught up with the AI, so it kind of wrecked his race as well. So I'm a bit gutted for those two. But
Yeah, sadly that's the way racing goes. Championship
great.
wise then, you've now put one hand on the championship. Well, if not all your hands on it, just need a couple more points now, I believe, to
8
seal
points. We'll do it.
Yeah,
He's got his
which is
he's got his
basically-
fingertips on the trophy.
basically. I mean, that's if Immortal even turns up next week. So
Yeah, it's. I suppose, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's very hard for anyone to catch that up. But like you say, I think only Days can actually catch me now. I don't know. I don't know the maths, so. Oh yeah. But anyway, congratulations to Days on the win here today.
and then finally, just
Thank you,
one
thank
last
you.
question is, how are you feeling for Spain? Do you reckon you can wrap the championship up there?
Well, yeah. I mean, I know I've got very good pace in terms of the top 5. So yeah, I know I can probably get the 8 points needed for Spain. Just take it easy, And then if not there, if I have a DNF or something like that, or just in France, I'm pretty strong in France. So
Well, either way,
But,
good luck for that.
thanks very much.
Right, let's move on to probably the happiest man I'll ever hear, especially with his American accent. Hello, Days.
Damn right, with his American accent. How are you doing, man?
Not as good as you, I think.
No, probably not. I don't think anyone's doing as good as me right now, especially after the way qualifying went, where I wasn't even allowed back in the session. I shared a screenshot of what I was dealing with in Q2, couldn't even put up a lap. I retired and nearly unplugged my Xbox and dropped it on my head from the top of my house. So you can imagine I'm feeling a lot better now. I didn't expect to even be on the podium tonight. I got lucky with James getting kicked out of the game because the game was terrible. Orphan deciding not to pit because reasons. Um, and then just me being able to get through the field as quickly and easily as I was able to. Apologies to Raikkonen for the contact. I didn't mean to spin him out there. He was incredibly slow for someone who was on softs. I figured he would have just bolted past Orphan and then probably won the race from where he was at. But instead, he was just driving about as slowly as someone with 4 punctured tires was, and it was kind of unfortunate. But I was like, look, it's either him or me, and I picked me. And unfortunately, like I said, it involved contact.
Yeah, sadly,
And
that's just.
we ended up taking the win from Orphan. I wasn't able to get away from Orphan because once I got past Orphan, my tires didn't feel as grippy. They still felt great, but they didn't feel nearly as grippy as they did on those first few laps.
Except for mine when I was catching you at a rate of knots on that last lap.
Oh, at that point it was just because I knew I wasn't getting away from Orphan, so I just decided to defend him. Also, if you hadn't seen the Discord chat, I kind of celebrated a little early. You can ask Aaron and Rory. Or Wee Biscuits if you guys don't know. like I started shouting and saying yes and stuff as I crossed the line for the final lap to start the final lap, and then they were like, "What are you shouting for?" And I'm like, "Oh crap!" So yeah, I didn't expect to do another lap, and that's why Orphan almost caught me, and then I had to go like uber defensive mode.
Yeah, just yeah, I was gonna mention something else, but I can't remember what I was gonna was. You pretty much mentioned everything else now anyway. Um,
Yeah, probably.
uh, it makes sense. You're really happy, so that's the good thing about
Yeah.
that. Obviously Spain coming up. Do you reckon you can make it 3 now?
I don't know about 3, but I could definitely get another podium. I feel really good around Spain. I did a race yesterday, and if not for a spin with like 3 or 4 to go, I probably could have gotten P4 in that race. And a lot of the guys in that league are actually faster than they are in here. So a lot of the guys in that league are faster than the ones in here. So yeah, definitely feeling good for Spain next week. Don't imagine I'll have to do too much practice. I mean, and if it's a wet Spain, I'll do even better. So yeah, goal for next week's P5 at worst, P3 at best. Same range I always kind of shoot for, P3, 4, or 5.
And this also
Only thing
massively helps your championship battle for P3 as well.
I'm not really worried about that. Oh, you mean for P3? Yeah, no. I mean, I'm at least trying to take P3 home. That would be nice. Because realistically, there's no chance I'm winning the title. That was pretty much wrapped up after Portimao.
Yeah, sadly so.
So, yeah, like I did great at Spa, and then since then I scored 30 points, and today I get another win. So maybe that's all I got to do is just do crappy for 5 races and then win. Not a great recipe for a championship, but certainly great if you just want to win a race or two.
Yeah, which I think you needed to win a couple races this year just to put your confidence back up again after it being rather low. So in that respect, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, last season I've said it 1,000 times before, and I'll say it again. Last season was a tragedy for me. Not a single top 5 finish. Seeing some of the guys that got promoted definitely helped.
Mm.
But next season, next game, I don't know where I'm gonna be. I'll probably be F4. Who knows? If I get a wheel stand, I'll be able to use my wheel.
Do you have any shout outs?
Shout out to Aaron, Rory for race engineering, Gravedigger as well. Diving squad, shout out to him for scoring some more points for Williams. Help us try and get P5 in the constructors for F5. And that'll be it from me, dude.
Well, very much congratulations on your P1.
Thank you, thank you.
Stars, did you have any more shout outs?
Uh, just to be before me and him practice together, so yeah, really, just really BB4 really, and so
And
yeah.
then Mando?
Just to the lobby party that I was with, basically. So Stars, Thor, and a couple of other people. I'm so tired. I've actually forgotten their gamer tags, so I apologise on that. But yeah, fantastic race from everyone. Obviously, a few people got hit, which isn't the best idea, but congratulations to everyone that made it. Thank you all for the massive turnout as well. And I hope to see you all next week in Spain.
Yeah, thanks Musical. Thanks Rocket for stepping up to do the comms, mate.
Sure, man, you're a fucking legend. Oop.
God damn
My
it,
bad.
I'll not finish it. Anyway, well, before it gets too many out of hands, I will be ending the stream here. So thank you all so much for watching tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Don't forget to tune back in for the rest of the week. Of course, Sandport is always the interesting one to watch, so definitely check out the next couple of races live. But until then, look after yourselves. Good night.
I won't.